Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today I want to talk about a topic that affects every one of us, our personal finances. Now, before we get started, I want to be upfront with you about something. Number one, I'm a Christian. Number two, I make videos about money management and retirement. But don't worry, I'm not here to preach to you or claim that I have all the answers. In fact, I'm right here with you, navigating the ups and downs of life, the peaks, the valleys, and making my fair share of mistakes. So with humility and an open heart, let's explore how Christianity and finances tie together in a way that anybody can appreciate. Let me begin with a little personal reflection. You see, I go through phases of life, and I'm actually kind of in one right now where I have this perhaps unnecessary fear of money. Or maybe it is necessary. Maybe that's how God made us and there's some reason behind that. What I've learned is sometimes when we're going through these things, talking about them helps a lot. And while it's not the only way I do this, sometimes it's through the camera so people like you can hear this. With my situation, it's ironic because it's very easy for me to look around and count all of the blessings. You know, I can open the refrigerator, there's plenty of food in there. When I'm in my house and it rains, I stay dry. I'm in Florida and I stay cool inside. It gets a little cold here once in a while and I stay warm. I look at my kids and they have nice clothes on their back. These are all simple things, but they're important. But even when I look beyond that, I look out the side window of my home and there's a boat and an RV setting there, a nice pool out back. On the weekends, we have this beautiful Tampa Bay area we go fishing in, and we have the ability to do those types of things. We have a camp up in North Florida we've nicknamed The Property, where we love to go, and it's just a really cool place for us to kind of get away. And if I stop and look at all those things, I'm extremely blessed. Yet with all these things going for me in life, I still find myself, seems like maybe too often, in phases where I worry excessively about money. The Bible has something to say about fear. It reminds us that even in times of uncertainty, trust God. One verse that brings me comfort is found in Isaiah 41:10. In this verse, God says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and uphold you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand." As Christians, we believe that God wants, or at least I believe that God wants us to have abundance in our life, and that includes financial abundance. However, because He knows us meticulously, you can rest assured He's going to watch over how much money He allows into our care, and He's going to maintain tight control over when He allows that abundance to flow. God has a powerful way of teaching us, and sometimes He teaches us by taking us through times of going without. Now let's dive into some practical tips of money management, regardless of your beliefs. Tip number one is having a budget. By tracking your income and your expenses, you have more control over your money, and you're able to make better intentional choices. Tip number two is to tackle debt. We got to develop ways to pay off our debt systematically, starting with our high interest loans. Tip number three, and in my opinion, the one Satan probably has the most fun with, is to live within your means. Avoid the trap of overspending and cultivate the habit of being content with what you have. And tip number four, as you might imagine me saying, is to save for retirement. Start early and take advantage of compound interest to secure your financial future. As Christians, we can and should draw wisdom from the Bible, even when it comes to our money. Let's explore a few Bible verses that share some guidance in this area. Proverbs 22:7 reminds us that the borrower is the slave to the lender. Using debt as a strategy is one thing, but bondage to debt is a complete different story. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10 warns us against the love of money. It emphasizes the importance of being content and prioritizing our spiritual wealth. And in Matthew chapter 6 verse 21, Jesus teaches us that where our treasure is, there our heart will be also. This encourages us to align our financial priorities with our faith. As we wrap up, let's remember that our financial struggles are not unique. We all go through seasons of worry and anxiety. What's most important is how we respond to these challenges. For me, I've learned that inviting God to walk alongside me, so to speak. Sometimes when I pray, I can picture His arm around me. Sometimes I need Him to walk in front of me, and this provides peace and guidance. While I can't fully explain why these seasons happen in my life, let alone your life, I can assure you that inviting God on the journey is key. Thank you for joining me today as we explore the intersection of Christianity and personal finance. I hope that me sharing my experiences and reflections resonated with you. Remember, you're not alone in your worries, and together With God's help, we can navigate any financial storm, or any storm for that matter, that's going to come our way. If you found this information helpful, I'd like to ask that you subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell and the like button so you can be informed as we make future content. Let's continue learning and growing together in our financial journeys. And as we part ways today, let's approach our finances with gratitude, recognizing that every blessing comes from God.